All right, it tells us to find and draw a positive angle and a negative angle that are coterminal with a given 30 degrees. Let's first just do it by the formula, and then you can kind of visually see it. So I gave you guys a formula. You can go ahead and copy that down. Blank plus blank times 360 degrees. And I'm going to use degrees because they've given us degrees. So if this was radians, then I would just change that to radians. We talked about how you're just going to write in the given angle. So I have 30 degrees. So whatever they gave me, just put in for your first one. Now here, this is what you need to think of. Well, if I put in 1 here, 1 full rotation, 1 times 360 is how much? And then 360 plus 30 equals 390. Let's do a negative. So if I do the given angle plus the number of rotations times 360 degrees, I'm going to put in my given angle, which is 30 degrees. Now, think about it. I need a negative angle. Well, I can have a negative rotation to produce a negative angle, so I can do -1. So that would be 300 degrees. Class, what's -1 times 360? -360. So 30 minus -360 is -330. Let's draw this so you can kind of visually see what's happening. We don't have a lot of space, do we? Let's just extend it right here. Okay, so what is a 30-degree angle? If I start at my initial side right here, and then I just rotate up, something like this, this is my 30-degree angle. Right? It's in quadrant 1. This would be 0 degrees, and this is 90 degrees, so here would be too far. It's not halfway. Halfway between 90 is 45, so it's just like right there. Okay? So that's my 30 degrees. To do 390 degrees, you're initially starting here at the yellow, and to get a positive, which direction do I go, class? Clockwise or counterclockwise? Okay, watch this, watch this, watch. You draw these like circles, and it looks like a bunch of spirals. And guess what? We end up at the same position. So 390 degrees is my coffee cup's in the way. 30 plus 360 and gives us into the same position. Okay? Now watch as we do negative 330 degrees. Okay? So I'm starting here between quadrants 1 and 4 on the x-axis. This is -90, -180, -270, and then this little bit would be a -60-degree angle. This would give me -330 degrees. Notice I went clockwise in that direction, and I end up at the same position. So I started here, and I went in this direction, and I ended up in the same spot. So the big idea about coterminal angles are they end up in the same what? Same spot or the same position. If I had to summarize it in even less words, it's basically adding or subtracting 360.